But we have to continue because August to September is rainy season in Sierra Leone. JoyNews reporters are in the capital, Freetown. They are reporting that consistent rain since they arrived in that West African country to dig more about the disaster that claimed more than 400 lives on August 14 of this year at Regent on the outskirts of Freetown is still ongoing. And well, that is not the only devastation caused by the torrential rains, as it has also completely cut off the community known as Kaningo from adjoining villages like Juba. Maxwell Agbagba has been interacting with some residents in the community who are appealing for help.
We're coming to you from Kamingo here in Sierra Leone, and in fact, it's one of the hardest hit, areas here in Sierra Leone. They've really suffered on August 14th, and in fact, when you come here, you can still see the devastation caused by the heavy rains. In fact, what we also told was a landslide and not actually a mudslide. You may want to call it conspiracy theories, but we've seen some for ourselves, and we think there's enough reason to give justification to that assertion that it was a landslide. Let me find out from some residents living here in this community of Kamingo, find out from them their own experiences and how they are picking back, the pieces from this devastation and from this disaster. So what's your name?
I'm Michael.
Michael, tell me, on the 14th of August, what were you?
It was actually terrible because the people living along Munch community are completely cut off. Because the water exactly destroyed the houses, especially our main bridge here that used to cross over to do our things over there. It's now completely cut off. We don't have any way of going across, except we have to go around Juba, which is of course the terrain there is dangerous to get around. And this one that is was helping the people around here is now completely cut off. So the area is just too sorry. We don't know exactly what to do, and we need exactly an immediate help, because some of our children we have in this area need to go to school. We are wondering how would they go to school when this was the only bridge they were using to go to school. We are now thinking we don't know what actually we are doing, so we are completely cut off. We don't know exactly what to do.
Well, I see some of the residents here have been compelled to actually cross this water here. So what are some of the dangers involved in doing that?
Well, it is dangerous. Supposing there is some heavy rain coming back, it will just crush off and flood people away. You take them away again. So that is the danger about it. We only wait until the water reduces before people can manage to cross, and which is very, very dangerous. So we need an immediate help. We are asking on the government to help us, or else we are completely cut off.
Okay, I'll come to you. I'll come back to you. But Mohammed, there are some, accusations and counter-accusations making round, in the Sierra Leone media that people have actually been warned not to put up structures here, but they are still flouting, those directives, and they are still erecting, their properties here. In fact, from here I can still see some of the structures, in the steep hillside, sitting at the edge of, this gushing water.
Actually, you're right. Here, people find it very difficult to have places to sleep, So instead of them to go all the way to the up country, they decide to stay here, no matter what happens. So they decide to stay here. That's why you find majority around here. And this is the only access bridge from here to Kaningo. And soon school will reopen, let me say, in September. So how can people cross this bridge? This is the major problem for now.
We'll be wrapping up this conversation shortly, but let me find out from you. We know August, September is the rainy season here, in Sierra Leone. In fact, yesterday it was raining throughout. It was very windy as well. Do you have any fears whenever it is raining? Do you have any fears?
Yes, of course. We are afraid, because anytime it rains, the water increases its volume, and we cannot find any way to go across. We are just stuck home, except the route to Juba, and that terrain is also not completely safe, you see, and so we don't know actually what to do, you see. And if it rains heavily, we will all just sit at home. Even to buy our wares, to get food, it's difficult. The market is far away from here, so we don't know actually. We need help. We need an immediate help, especially the construction of this bridge. We need it to be constructed immediately, so that that can alleviate our problems.
Okay, so you just heard it from some residents living here in this community of Kamingo, telling you and sharing with you their own frustrations about, the floods and the devastation caused by the landslide. From Kamingo, here in Sierra Leone, Maxwell Agbagba for Joy News.